At the beginning of the movie, we meet Adam Clay, a former beekeeper, carefully removing a massive beehive from a property. After finishing the job with great skill, he meets the homeowner, Mrs. Parker. Several beehives had spread across her property, making it difficult to even walk through her garden. So she hired Adam to remove them. Adam tells her that a few more hives remain and that he will need to return over the next several days to remove them all safely. Mrs. Parker is a kind and generous woman, so she offers Adam a place to stay and thanks him for his hard work. After their conversation, Adam heads back to his honey farm and continues working. Meanwhile, Mrs. Parker returns to her house, opens her laptop, and starts reviewing some files for work. She is a retired school teacher who also manages a charity. Suddenly, a pop-up warning appears on her screen claiming that her hard drive has been infected with a virus and that she will lose everything unless she acts immediately. The message also displays a customer support phone number. So, believing it is genuine, Mrs. Parker calls the fake support center for help. As soon as Ms. Parker calls, a scammer named Mickey answers. He calmly listens to her concerns and tells her that her laptop needs an urgent update. If she does nothing, he claims that all her files, photos, and videos will be permanently deleted. Frightened by the warning, Mrs. Parker asks how to fix the problem. Mickey gives her a website address and tells her to simply click the install button so he can remotely update her computer. In reality, Mickey and his team are part of a sophisticated scam operation that deliberately targets people with little computer knowledge. Their goal is to trick victims into stealing all their money. The moment Mrs. Parker installs the software, malicious malware is secretly added to her laptop, giving Mickey complete remote access. He then pretends to discover several suspicious transactions on her bank account and tells her that nearly $2 million are still safe, but they must act quickly to protect it. The large balance surprises many people, but Mrs. Parker is a retired school teacher who also runs several charities and orphanages. She collects donations from generous people, and all of those funds are kept in this account. Seeing such a huge amount of money, Mickey and his entire team become excited and prepare to steal it all. Mickey tells his team that he is about to teach them how to scam someone successfully. To gain Mrs. Parker's trust, he first transfers $50,000 into her account, then pretends it was a terrible mistake. Acting frightened, he claims he could lose his job unless the money is returned immediately. He begs Mrs. Parker to share her online banking details so he can reverse the transfer. Kind-hearted and worried about getting someone fired because of her, she hesitates for a moment before giving him her password. The instant Mickey gains access, he empties her entire account, stealing every dollar. When Mrs. Parker finally checks her balance and sees that it has dropped to zero, she realizes she has fallen victim to a scam. The stolen money was meant to support her charities and orphanages, and she is devastated, knowing countless children now depend on funds that are gone. Meanwhile, after collecting fresh honey from his beehives, Adam fills several jars and heads to Mrs. Parker's house to deliver them. When he arrives, he notices that all the lights are off and the front door is wide open, making him immediately suspicious. He grabs a kitchen knife for protection and cautiously searches the house. Inside a room, he spots a handgun on the floor, but before he can react, Mrs. Parker's daughter, Verona Parker, appears behind him and holds him at gunpoint. Verona soon notices her mother's body lying on the couch. Since she is an FBI agent, she immediately suspects that Adam may be responsible for the murder. However, the officers at the scene quickly realize that Mrs. Parker died by suicide. Even so, they take Adam to the police station for questioning at Verona's request. After a brief investigation, the police determine that Adam is completely innocent and release him. Meanwhile, Verona spends the entire night reviewing the evidence and eventually discovers that her mother had been tricked by online scammers who stole all the money from her charity account. Feeling guilty for accusing Adam, she visits him the next day, apologizes, and invites him to her house to explain everything. She tells him that she never believed her mother would take her own life because she had always inspired others to keep living. But after losing the charity funds, Mrs. Parker could not bear the thought that the orphaned children depending on that money would suffer. Adam quietly listens before saying he needs to check on his beehives, then leaves. Back at his honey farm, he retrieves a hidden phone and contacts a secret organization. The woman answering the call is surprised and says she thought he had already retired, asking why he is calling after all this time. Adam replies that he had retired, but the death of a truly good person has pulled him back into action. He was once a member of a highly secret organization known as the Beekeepers, so he still has contacts inside. Using those connections, he obtains the names and location of the scammers responsible for Mrs. Parker's death. He then loads his truck with 2 gallons of gasoline and drives to the United Data Group call center where the scam operation is based. When the security guards try to stop him, Adam defeats them within seconds and walks inside carrying the fuel. The scammers are busy running their operation when Adam orders everyone to listen and asks them to promise they will never prey on innocent people again. They laugh at him, so Adam brutally knocks one of them to the ground. Terrified, the others quickly make the promise. Once they do, Adam pours gasoline over the desks, causing everyone to panic and run for their lives, believing he has lost his mind. Hearing the commotion, Mickey arrives with several armed guards and demands to know who Adam is. Adam calmly replies that he is a beekeeper, someone who destroys the entire hive whenever the system becomes corrupted. He then single-handedly takes down every guard in a brutal fight. Before leaving, Adam plants a signal-activated explosive inside the call center and warns everyone that the next incoming phone call will trigger it. Terrified, Mickey immediately runs out of the building. Moments later, another scam call comes in. The device detonates, and the entire office is destroyed in a massive explosion. Shocked, Mickey calls his boss, Derek Danforth, and explains everything that happened. Derek dismisses it as a minor problem and tells Mickey to figure out which major scam they pulled most recently, believing someone connected to that victim is seeking revenge. He orders Mickey to find the person responsible and eliminate him. Following Derek's instructions, Mickey and his men investigate Mrs. Parker's house, where they spot Adam's truck. As they track him down, they recklessly shoot up his beehives out of anger before following him to his honey farm. They vandalize the entire property, but they quickly realize they have made a terrible mistake. Adam begins hunting them down one by one, launching brutal attacks from the shadows. He beats them without mercy, using whatever tools he can find, breaking bones and leaving them completely helpless. Although Mickey cannot see Adam anywhere, he realizes his own turn is coming and that escape may no longer be possible. In a desperate attempt to survive, Mickey fires his gun wildly in every direction, but it does nothing to stop Adam. Within moments, Adam captures him and cuts off the fingers on his right hand. He then forces Mickey into a car and drives him onto a bridge. Using Mickey's phone, Adam calls Derek Danforth and makes Mickey explain what happened. Mickey admits that the beekeeper killed all of his men and severed the fingers on his right hand. Derek is stunned because Mickey had previously claimed that Adam was just one unarmed man, yet he had defeated 7 armed attackers with ease. Before Mickey can say anything else, Adam drags him out of the vehicle, straps him to the driver's seat with the seatbelt, and sends the car crashing off the bridge into the water below. Since the call never disconnects, Derek hears everything unfold in real time. Adam then speaks directly to Derek. Derek threatens him, saying he has no idea who he is dealing with or how powerful he is. Adam calmly replies that he does not need to know Derek's power because they will meet soon, and then Derek will learn what true power looks like. After hanging up, Derek is visibly shaken. Meanwhile, Verona and her FBI team arrive at the destroyed United Data Group building to investigate the explosion. At the crime scene, Verona learns that a bald man stormed the United Data Group office, killed several people, and burned the entire building with gasoline. Soon afterward, she receives another report that someone has also set fire to the storage room at her mother's property. While investigating, she discovers an employee identification card belonging to United Data Group. At that point, everything begins to make sense. Putting all the evidence together, she realizes that the same person is responsible for every attack and concludes that it must be Adam, who had been staying at her mother's house. She believes he is taking revenge for Mrs. Parker's death. Before they can process that discovery, news arrives that Mickey's body has been recovered, leaving the investigators overwhelmed by how quickly the events are unfolding. Meanwhile, Derek realizes that Adam is a serious threat and asks Wallace Westwild for help. Derek's mother, Jessica Danforth, also calls Wallace, saying she has never seen her son so frightened and asking him to protect Derek. After reassuring her, Wallace contacts the FBI director and explains that Derek has accidentally become the target of a former beekeeper. He warns that beekeepers are extremely dangerous and urges the FBI to stop Adam before it is too late. The FBI director immediately realizes that only another beekeeper has any chance of stopping Adam, so a request is sent to the beekeeper organization to eliminate him. They dispatch one of their deadliest operatives, who arrives carrying heavy weapons. Despite the overwhelming firepower, Adam defeats the agent with his bare hands. Even after being overpowered, the operative opens fire with a machine gun, forcing Adam to improvise. He throws a glass jar of honey at the attacker's head, shattering it on impact. The honey covers the agent, and Adam sets him on fire, ending the fight. Before leaving, Adam cuts off one of the agent's fingers as proof of the kill. He then drives to the agent's garage and uses the operative's computer to access the Beekeeper network. Through its secure database, he discovers the location of the scam organization's headquarters in Boston. Meanwhile, after learning that even the Beekeepers failed to stop Adam, the FBI director calls Wallace Westwild and admits there is nothing more the Bureau can do. Wallace then hires a team of former military mercenaries to protect Derek. He explains that the Beekeepers are a highly secret organization whose agents are trained to operate beyond the abilities of ordinary law enforcement, warning that a single beekeeper can be more dangerous than an entire FBI tactical team. Wallace explains that the Beekeepers were created to handle missions that even the FBI cannot complete. Only a handful of people know they exist, and they operate in complete secrecy. Their purpose is to eliminate threats at the source before they can spread. He compares them to a special type of bee known as a queen slayer, which destroys the queen when the hive becomes too corrupted to survive. In the same way, the Beekeepers remove the root of the problem instead of dealing with its consequences. Meanwhile, Verona and her team investigate another location connected to Adam's trail. After reviewing the evidence, they realize that every attack is leading him farther east. Following the pattern, they conclude that his next stop will be Boston, where the headquarters of United Data Group is located, and that his ultimate destination may be Washington, D.C. Convinced they have finally predicted his movements, Verona briefs her supervising agent. She explains that every recent crime has been committed by the same man, and that Adam is almost certainly heading toward the organization's headquarters before continuing on to Washington. After hearing the report, her superior authorizes full FBI support, promising to provide whatever personnel, equipment, and resources are necessary. He gives the team a single objective: stop Adam before he reaches his final target. After piecing everything together, Verona sends an FBI team to the 9-Star United office. At the same time, the employees inside are busy stealing money from victims through online scams. The FBI warns the office manager that an attack is imminent and orders everyone to evacuate immediately. However, the manager ignores the warning and calls Derek Danforth instead. Derek insists that the building is the company's main headquarters and primary source of income, refusing to shut it down. Shortly after the FBI leaves, Adam arrives and begins taking down the guards and scammers one by one. Hearing the fighting, the FBI agents rush back inside to stop him, but they are no match for his combat skills. Adam uses carefully planned traps to eliminate his enemies, even crushing several attackers with an elevator. After clearing the building, he captures the office manager and demands Derek's location. The manager initially refuses to cooperate, but after a brutal beating, he finally reveals everything Adam wants to know. By then, Verona and her team have also arrived. She orders Adam to surrender peacefully, but he refuses. Adam tells her that everyone in the building is responsible for Mrs. Parker's death because they built their lives by stealing from innocent people. He says he has no intention of surrendering until every person behind the scam operation has been brought to justice. After saying that, Adam leaves the building. Once he is gone, Verona notices a photograph of Derek Danforth and is immediately alarmed. She realizes that this case is far bigger than she originally thought, and that something much more dangerous is about to unfold. The following day, while Derek is meeting with Wallace Westwild at a hotel, Wallace receives a call from Jessica Danforth. After hearing the situation, she calmly tells Wallace to send her all the details and have Derek come to stay with her over the weekend, assuring him that she will handle everything. Jessica Danforth is actually the President of the United States. She also founded a major software company, and Derek has used both his mother's political influence and the company's resources to build his fortune through illegal scam operations. Now, with Adam closing in, Derek runs to his mother for protection. Meanwhile, Verona faces a painful dilemma. As an FBI agent, it is her duty to arrest Adam, yet she knows he is avenging her mother's death. Despite her personal feelings, she ultimately decides to stand by the law and fulfill her responsibility. Verona holds another meeting with her supervising agent and explains that Adam is no longer hunting ordinary criminals. His real target is Derek Danforth, the president's son. That means Adam's next move will likely be an attack on the president's private estate, so they must get there before he does. With no better option, the supervising agent authorizes Verona and her team to enter the property by adding their names to the security access list. The following day, during a weekend gathering at the president's estate, Verona and her team arrive and enter using their access credential. Meanwhile, Wallace Westwild and Derek discuss how to stop Adam. Wallace has hired a mercenary who once managed to kill a beekeeper, although the battle left him permanently disabled. The mercenary warns them that defeating a beekeeper is nearly impossible and admits that he succeeded only because luck was on his side. He tells them not to expect the same outcome again and advises them to pray if they want to survive. Despite the massive security presence, Adam still infiltrates the estate. He hides beneath a vehicle through a maintenance tunnel, then silently kills a security guard who comes to inspect it. After putting on the guard's uniform, Adam blends in with the rest of the security team, enters the estate unnoticed, and secretly plants a bomb inside one of the vehicles. After changing into formal clothes, Adam slips inside the estate unnoticed. Meanwhile, realizing how serious the situation has become, the senior FBI agent begins questioning Derek Danforth in front of President Jessica Danforth. Derek denies all wrongdoing, avoids answering direct questions, and claims he knows nothing about the scam operation. When his mother asks about the software company, he shifts the blame to Wallace Westwild, insisting that Wallace handles everything. At the same time, Adam quietly moves through the estate until Verona spots him. Realizing he has been recognized, Adam turns and heads back outside, but Verona and the hired mercenary quickly corner him at gunpoint. It seems as though Adam has finally been captured, but he had anticipated this. Earlier, he secretly planted a bomb inside a nearby vehicle. At the perfect moment, he presses a remote detonator, causing a massive explosion that throws everyone into chaos. Using the distraction, Adam disarms the mercenary and begins shooting his way through the security forces. Fighting past FBI agents and elite guards, he forces his way deeper into the estate. Eventually, he faces the mercenary once again in a brutal hand-to-hand battle. During the fight, the mercenary stabs Adam in the stomach with a knife, but Adam refuses to give up. Despite the serious wound, he overpowers his opponent and kills him with his own hands. Adam continues toward the president's room while Verona closes in behind him. Before he reaches the door, Wallace Westwild tries to stop him by talking him down, but Adam refuses to listen and brutally breaks Wallace's fingers. Inside the room, the sound of gunfire sends Derek Danforth into a panic, revealing his true nature. He argues with his mother, grabs her handgun from a desk drawer, and, before anyone can react, shoots and kills the senior Secret Service agent protecting her. At that moment, Adam bursts into the room, with Verona entering right behind him. Face to face with Adam for the first time, Derek is terrified. Desperate to save himself, he takes his own mother, President Jessica Danforth, hostage, believing Adam would never harm the President of the United States. But as the situation spirals out of control, Derek becomes so desperate that he is prepared to kill his own mother. Before he can pull the trigger, Adam shoots Derek in the head, killing him instantly. Adam then smashes through a window and escapes. Verona has a clear opportunity to shoot him as he flees, but she chooses not to because she knows he has been fighting for justice rather than personal gain. After silently parting ways with Verona, Adam reaches the coastline, puts on scuba gear, disappears beneath the water, and the movie comes to an end.